Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Fred and Friends. I got a pretty cool show for you guys tonight. I'm going to talk about tournaments and big games. Now, tournaments that just happened. Obviously, I just had one. Okay, and so we're going to reflect a little bit on that, and then I'm going to bring on a couple of new gentlemen that haven't been on my show before. And we're going to talk about a pump event that they've got coming up, and it's pretty cool. The way they've got it structured, I think you guys are going to be very well interested in it. So, real quick, I got to say hi, Stephen Snow. Every week, man, you're one of the first guys to jump on you. Oh, Paul Farrell's the first one. Paul Farrell, all of you guys are just nothing short of terrific, and I can't ever thank my viewers enough. It just, you guys just mean everything to me, absolutely. Anyhow, getting on with it. I just had the California Classic. We had that up there at Combat Zone up in Oroville, California, and I want to thank the owners. The owners, Jake Crulin and James Strutton. They worked really, really hard. Appreciate everything that they did for me up there. Bond Chick is watching every week. What a doll! I cannot wait to meet you. You know, you're one person I want to meet. James Steven, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, Bonchik, I got to meet you. Anyhow, getting back to my tournament, could it have been better? Yeah. Could it have been worse? Yeah, a lot worse. Things were pretty good. I was very happy with it, and it was the first one kicking it off. I tell you one thing, Stephen Gumby and Ian Jacobs. Now, Ian Jacobs and Stephen Gumby Santersola. I probably butchered your name. I'm sorry, Gumby. But anyhow, these guys came up and they actually played in the tournament. Ian flew all the way from back east to come out and play with us. And, there's not enough you can say about guys that do that. So I'm looking forward to doing some events for him this year, too, because that's a terrific person. He runs the PBSL back east, and the PBSL is something that I really, really push. I think it's a terrific organization. I think it's terrific for paintball. I just like everything about it. I really do. And I got to thank a couple other people because, I had all kinds of people. When I say, yeah, I'm going to do this, everybody goes, oh, Freddy, I went in. Well, it finally came down to the actual time to do it, and they kind of separated. These people would still be my friends because that's just how I roll. But would I really go out of the way for them? No. The people that actually said they were going to help and showed up, which we were short a lot of people. I can't ever thank them enough for that. And Ian says, I'll see you at Woods Ball in New York. You absolutely will, my friend. Absolutely will. Matter of fact, I'm going to buy you a case of paint that there because I think that much of you. I met Ian real quick story. I know everybody goes, yeah, you talk to that much, but it's my show. I met him. We did a cancer benefit a couple of years ago. And this is when he lived out here before he moved back to the snow. Back east, excuse me. That's when he lived out here. And I had an Immortal Air tank that I got and brand new. And I gave it away at the cancer benefit in a drawing. Well, Ian won it. So I took a picture with him, which I still have hanging in my living room, along with a lot of other pictures of great people. And I consider him one of them. He's hanging right next to my wife and me and Tommy Lasorda. So that's pretty cool. He's a great, great guy. But real quick, the tournament that I had last weekend, the California Classic, guys that really stepped up huge for me was Dan Ringer, Keith Kissel, Rick Wilcox, Kathy Alvarez, Mike Baird, and there was more. But I got to tell you guys, it was absolutely terrific what these people did. And 99% of people had a great time. I've never gone to a tournament ever in my life, and I've gone to an awful lot of them all around the world where everybody has left totally happy. It just doesn't work that way. Hey, Francis Swain, how you doing, buddy? Francis is out there in New York watching us right now, and I'll get to see him when we hit Woods Ball here in a couple of months. I can't wait for that. But I got a great one coming up actually in just a few weeks. We're going down to Florida. And I cannot wait to go down there. It's warm here, so I'm not going there just for the weather. I'm going there to meet my buddy Rick Rico. Rico Fernandez. And I got to tell you, Rico's a good guy. And actually, I'm going to pull Rico up a little bit. And I've been looking at pictures of his field. It is great. His Mounds field was, poof. I just seen it and it just blew me away. And somebody said they had a Facebook user. I wish I knew your name. Maybe Bill could look it up. But said had a great time. Very well appreciated. Very well appreciated. When we bring up Rico, he's going to tell us about his field. He has got a great field. He's got 4 different variations. 3 of them actually we're going to play. I think it's a woods ball, a mounds, and a hyper ball, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to bring him up and have him tell us all about it. And I get to meet Bonchick in June. Finally. That is so cool. I love it. And that is Kevin Donaldson. And who is Kevin Donaldson? Yeah, Kevin's supposed to be on tonight, so he might pop in here in a little while. We'll see what happens. But real quick, I want to thank John Armadillo. John Armadillo was out here from Paintball Media. He was out here just last week, actually. I went up and did an interview with him. He's doing a documentary on Constant Pursuit, my team. And hey, Robert Hansen, what's going on, buddy? And he's doing a documentary on it. So I went up and I did an interview with him, and he interviewed a lot of the other CPers from back in the day, which was pretty cool. And speaking of CP, there is something that's going to be coming out here on CP that you guys next week, we're going to actually talk about it. I've had people get a hold of me that want to have a resurgence of CP and bringing it out as an amateur team. And I've been talking to my buddy Dan Ringer. And Dan thinks that this is something we need to do. So I'm not going to talk a whole bunch about it. I'm going to tell you we'll talk about it next week on my show. And we will have tryouts. It should be pretty cool. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. Will I play? No. Do I want fast kids that can really play good with great attitudes? Yes. But will I be part of it? Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to it. Very, very cool. Kenan, how you doing, buddy? And then, I just have to mention Hanu. Hanu just had a great big game, a Legends game in Maui, Hawaii. I wanted to go, but last weekend I did my tournament, and I was just pooped. I wanted to go that Wednesday to go to the extravaganza, Tom Yee's extravaganza out in West Virginia, and I couldn't make that, so I just couldn't make the Maui thing. But I am going to do the Legends at Hell Survivors, and I'm actually looking forward to that. That's going to be May 19th through the 22nd. And at that event, the new Hall of Fame inductees will be announced. But actually, we'll give them their plaque. They are actually going to be announced in the next few weeks. Hanu's coming on the show, and we're going to announce all the inductees for the 2022 Hall of Fame. We're going to do it on the show, so I'm absolutely looking forward to that. That's going to be so cool. I can't wait. So anyhow, let me my shout outs real quick so I can bring these guys out, because these are some cool guys, and we're going to be talking paintball, something I absolutely love to do. But I give my shout outs every week, and there's one reason I do this is because I do not want the youngsters of today to forget the people that really worked their butts off back in the day to make paintball what paintball is today. These guys put tons of time, effort, and money into this sport to make it what it is. And I start number one with Mr. Tim Schloss. Tim Schloss has Gateway Paintball back in St. Louis, and he is going to be the final WCPL event this year. And just like Rico, he has a terrific field. When you go out to this field, just like Rico's, I haven't been to Rico's, but I've seen it online. But you go out to Tim's field and you're like, oh my God, you just don't know where to start. There's so many different things to go do. And that's what I'm looking forward to, going down to Florida in a few weeks to play on Rico's field. He's got some great fields. And one thing I like, he's got a mounds field that's made for big guys, not little guys. It's made for big guys. So it's big old guys can actually have some cover. Because, when I go play now, I always have to put Bill Bailey ahead of me. He's like my moving bunker, And so I always got him. I go, Bill, go. But the problem is he'll stop and I'll run into him, and then we both get shot. It's not working out. So, but anyhow, I got a real cool log vest for him, but he won't wear it either. So, but I told him, no, He looks like a bunker, but that guy can play, believe me. And then, who keeps buzzing here? And then I got to go ahead and say hi to Dan and John Colby. Been my sponsors for over 31 years. Now, Dan just got a new field called Panhandle Paintball up in Florida. And obviously, he still has Immortal Air. So if you guys get a chance and you're in northern Florida up there, go over and see Dan. Check out the field. I'm sure you're going to like it. Dan's worked really hard for a lot of years at this stuff. So you get a chance, go out there and check that out. And tell Dan that Fred says hi, will you? Dan's a great person. You'll love him. And then, who else would I always mention? I am wearing a if you can see it, WGP, War Game Products. And who is that? Absolutely, Mr. Bud Orr. Bud Orr is absolutely my friend, a great, great person, a great friend, and for a lot of years. And he helped me with this tournament we had up here. He's just a terrific person. I absolutely love the guy. Joshua Estrada and Mr. Eric Baber. Hello, guys. How you guys doing this evening? And then real quick, Tom K, Airgun Designs. Tom was my sponsor after Mr. Ross Alexander, the Bushmaster. That was my first marker sponsor. So I always say hi to those two guys. I say hi to Rainey and Juvie Boucher. Had Paintball News back in the day. 2 times a month, you could go to any field and pick up this newspaper for nothing. And it didn't cost players anything. It told you what just happened, what was coming up, what was new. It was like the Bible of paintball. It was just the coolest thing. When that thing finally, when they stopped doing it, that just blew me away because it was absolutely great and run by 2 terrific people, Rainey and Juvie Boucher. And then I got to say hi to Randy Camilla. Randy Camilla gave me my very first cover shot on APG and kind of exploded from there, but I will just always be so grateful to Randy. He's such a terrific person. And then Mr. Jerry Braun. Jerry had paintball sport back in the day, and Jerry has the field actually out there in New York that we're going to be playing at here in a few months. And Kevin Donaldson runs it. So, Kevin's kind of like the point man, but it's Jerry's field, and absolutely, I look forward to going there every year. And then Jim Lively. I have to mention Jim Lively. Jim was going to come up to the tournament, but his wife, Linda, wasn't feeling very well. So we wish Linda nothing but the best. And Jim, absolutely great person. 2 tournaments he wanted to do every year back in the day. One was the World Cup at Jerry's place. The second one was the Masters in Tennessee at Jim Lively's place. They were like going to a family reunion because you knew everybody that was your friend in paintball was going to be there. Absolutely cool. And I got to say hi to Mr. Gino from Belkin. Gino helped me out with the tournament up there, supplied the paint. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes for paintball. So I mention him every week because he'll never mention himself. Good man, good friend. Very glad to have him as a friend. And then last but not least, the Gong kids, Mark Gong Jr. and Jaden Gong. They're 2 of the Hermans, and the Hermans are an absolutely terrific group of youngsters, and they are the future of paintball. All right, guys, I got that over with. So real quick, let me bring up my buddy, my co-host. I hope I catch him eating something. He's always eating something or drinking. No, not today. I guess you didn't do it. Nope. How you doing, Billy?
Good. How are you doing?
Nice shirt.
I know. I seen yours, and I was like, I ought to wear one too. So.
I know. Yeah, he gave me this. I love this thing. It's got all vented.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, very, very cool. Yeah, I know. my eyes. I love it. Well, we got Rico on tonight to talk about Florida coming up. But who we got first? We got a couple of your friends that got something pretty cool going on. It's going to be in Missouri this year.
Well, no, it's actually Illinois.
Torrey's Field's in Illinois?
Yeah, it's
Get out of Dodge.
It's
got to be on the edge then.
I know it sucks because on my Mo paintball stuff, it's like, you're in Illinois, but I've still got to let him in. We'll still.
Oh my God, that's close then. I got to tell you.
Yeah, across the river, and it's just right there. It's like,
yep. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
So anyhow, I'm going to let you introduce them.
Well, we got Shane Kinzel and James, both from the SPI, and of course Shane played for Total Grief, and he's been all over the paintball world and hangs out at Torrey's Field at Extreme in St. Louis. So awesome.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey guys, how you doing this evening?
Doing great.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit. I got a couple questions I want to ask you first before we actually get into your event. But I've got Rico Fernandez kind of sitting in the wings here, so I'm going to pull him up so he can sit and listen to you guys. This is a guy that's what's going on, Rico?
What's going on, Fred and Bill? Hey, how you doing, James?
I love the hat. I like the hat.
Little winter beanie.
Is it that cold down there?
It is. It's getting in the 50s.
Oh,
For me.
well, so much for the shorts. I guess I'll pack my parka.
Yeah.
Nah, it's going to be nice by the time we get there. It's going to be beautiful. So, you know what we're going to do, Rico, is
I'll stay quiet.
Yeah. I got James and Shane on, and we're going to talk a little bit about their event, but I definitely want to bring up your event because I got my tickets already. I got my hotel already. I got everything. All I'm doing now is waiting to get there.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're looking forward to it. Yeah, we're going to have the band down there, and you know the bands. They're a wild and crazy bunch, and we're going to have a good time. That's all there is to it. So, but real quick, I'm going to start with you, Shane. You have to tell us, please, tell all my listeners, how did you get involved in paintball?
Oh, just, I started in like the mid 90s, 94 or so. Buddy had a paintball gun, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool. And then we just went and played. So from then on, played for a long time, and I kind of been in and out of it, but mostly been out of it for about the last 7-8 years. But still come in about once or twice a year, have fun. And like you said before about other things, it's just as much about family. So it's a social thing as much as it is a sport,
Absolutely right. Yeah, that's one thing I kind of like about the WCPL that Rico and Bill and Schloss and Jerry and Kevin and everybody's all put together. It's going to evolve into that. We're going to all get to see our friends at each one of the events and meet new people. I just absolutely love meeting new people. I really, really do. I think that's just a gas for me. I absolutely love it. So, and speaking of new people, James, I've never met you, but now you're going to tell us, how did you get involved in paintball?
Kind of similar to Shane. Started in '97. A friend of mine had a paintball gun. We went to our local field, bought a couple of old rentals, and went out in the fields next to his house, way out in the country, and played. Of course, with masks and all the safety gear. But started there. Then after a while, moved to a field, played the rental there, and kept going.
Yeah, see, you got hooked first time out, huh?
Pretty much.
Do you remember what the first field was you were at?
Chili paintball pits. That would have been the first, and then Sudden Impact in Bloomington, Illinois would have been the second.
Wow.
Chili paintball pits, huh? That's it.
Yeah.
It's an old gravel pit, so it fits.
Yeah, and that's something you probably never forget either. That's amazing. So you guys got an event coming up also, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, this is it had to take a sabbatical for a couple years, but it used to be, and hopefully will be in the future, an annual event in the spring. Pump event only, SPE, spring pump event. Started in '02 as a birthday party for a friend on the old Fandom Motor Group, and in about '05 it morphed from his birthday party to something just a little bit bigger, open invite, and it's just a big party of pump paintballers. We're all friends. We all have fun. Pretty low key. It's just play the best you can. It's serious ballers for some of them, but we get new people in, first time players, and then some of the old timers too. So it's a great mix of everybody, all ages, and it's all for fun and bragging rights, and for beers afterwards.
Is it strictly pump?
Strictly pump. The first year we did have some semis at the birthday game, but there was only about 10 of us there. After
Yeah,
that,
it's-
it's pump
Hey,
only.
you know, when I had you in the green room, you held up a pump marker. Yeah, hold that up and show everybody that, will you? But check this out, everybody.
Yeah, this is I don't remember what year we had it made, but it's an old Air America body, and then Brad Nestle down at Paintball Max back in the day did the convertible feed, so I can put an angel threaded feed on here. K&P Customs did the pump handle. Circus and Machine did a lot of the internal work and some of the milling, and it's just kind of the one-off that is my go-to because nobody's gonna have one similar, and it shoots great. I can run it 12 grams. I can run it air, whatever you want.
Oh, very cool. So Shane, you're part of this deal too, right?
Yeah, I started coming after it became moved to Sudden Impact, and just because we started on Grief because Sal seen us playing with paintball gun with pump guns, and once you get hooked in with Sal and Grief, you know what happens there. You get all purpled up and you go crazy, and with pump guns. And my generation of the team, we played pump guns versus semis in tournaments just for fun, you know. So me and several of us went to SPE forever because it got to be so big. You'll get 2 or 3 different groups running at different fields through the whole day. Because what was the highest count, James? About almost 150.
Oh no, I think we broke 200 once or twice.
Did we?
And like Shane said, we would have multiple games going on, and for a long time, the players were older than the refs, and so the refs were just along to watch the show. You didn't have to worry about anybody doing anything wrong, doing anything stupid. So it was great.
There was over 150 people when I was there, and I think that was like 2005 or 2006 when we brought the bus and everything there.
Yeah, there was a lot of years where there was about that many. We've had tons of industry people. Mike Cassidy's been out a few times. We've had some of the CCM people in the different incarnations.
Yeah, because when
Mongo came out.
When I was there was like a swap meet. You know, the whole time. I mean, there was tables and stuff. You know, people selling stuff out of the back of the truck. It was awesome.
Strange and Unusual comes out in mass. Air Soldier, Half Blue out of the Milwaukee area. He always comes down, has a table full of odd random stuff. And we just had a great group. We've had Brad, like I said, Punisher came out back in the day. K&P Customs comes out, shows off his one-of-a-kind creations. So it's been great.
Is this a tournament then? It's actually a tournament, or is it like a big game?
It's kind of everything.
Yeah, it's a little of both.
Part of it is it's walk-on. You know, everybody's got their pump guns. Hey, who wants to go play on this field? And we go over and you play on the field you want to play. Then, at least at Sudden Impact, we would have a big game where you get everybody that wanted to at the time. It was actually the diapers versus depends. So you get the old guys versus the young guys. And you'd have 50 on 50, 75 on 75, whatever it is, out playing at the same time. Just in a big capture the flag format. And then on Sunday morning, we would do the tournament. It's an open draw. You put $1 in the hat, and then they pick the teams depending on how many dollars are in there. And then you do a round robin event.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, Kenny Stewart from the General Paintball Museum. Kenny was over at Hanu's event in Maui this last weekend. So Kenny's still over there. And he says hi to everybody. I don't know if you guys know Kenny Stewart, but he has an unbelievable, just like Bill has his museum, Kenny has one also. And he's really big into Tipmans. Am I right, Bill?
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of.
When I say big into Tipmans, I mean big into Tipmans.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He knows the stuff about him. Yeah.
Oh, up, down, and sideways. And, not just that, Kenny's one of those people you like to know because he is one of the nicest guys. He's what paintball really, to me, is all about. Meeting a nice, great guy, and that's Kenny. And he's not just nice. Man, you ask him something about a tipman, I mean, that guy can close his eyes and put a tipman together in his sleep. He's just amazing.
Yep.
So just like you, Bill, you and the Cockers, man, you guys got it going on.
Oh.
Rico, I like some of your backdrops there, buddy. You're making me jealous.
Yeah.
I love it. I see it. Yeah, I got the banner, so yeah, we're looking real quick, guys. We're looking forward to coming down to doing your event. I seen your Mounds field that you had put out there. Matter of fact, I think I talked to you a couple of times while you were on your tractor making them bigger for us big guys. Can you hear me, Rico?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know you were talking to me.
Oh yeah. 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 I was talking about your mounds field. I said I was talking to you a couple of times. I said when you were actually on your tractor and you were working on them.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely correct. Though I got to make sure you have a platform that you don't have to get on your knees and pay the price of arthritis at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. Well, getting down's not the problem. It's getting back up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Where I run into a snag. Yeah.
Fred, he's assured me the hyperball field is also big enough to withstand 6'2" guys, so we're good.
I cannot wait to see it. You know, I've heard so much about your field down there, Rico, and I'm just looking forward to it. And I see the event sold out.
Yes, it sold out today quickly.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, anybody in the area is going to want to go down and do that. I am so much looking forward to it myself, and I know the whole band is too. You know, maybe sometimes we can get James and Shane down there and play some paintball with it too.
Oh man, you don't want me in your team. I'm the weakest link of every team. All I worry about is points. I was the flag guy. I was like, we got to get points. We got to pull flags. That's it, you know.
Well, you know, last time we played with the band in New York, we pulled the flag, and then we all sat there and argued who had to run it back.
We almost ran out of time.
Yeah, we almost ran out of time. Yeah, no one wanted to take it back.
When he went to hang it, he crawled. He was crawling when he hung it.
Yeah, I was the first one up to the flag. I was the first one up to it, and I just yelled, "Pull the flag!" And I knew whoever pulled it. And then after he pulled it, Tom Gee pulled it. He ran down the middle of the field looking for somebody to hand it off. Everybody turned their back on him. You gotta love it, man. It's great. Yeah, I got Dan and Kathy Alvarez is watching too. I got to highlight her real quick. She really stepped in and helped us in the tournament. But Dan Ringer's watching. Dan Ringer, he was my ultimate ref down there, and I got to tell you, Rico, he did a bang up job. He just, I was very, very much impressed with the job that he did. Him and Keith Kissel, they worked their butts off. So, and I know you got a lot of guys working for you down there too, because you know you got a. What are you running 3 different fields, right?
So the way the event run really is one field at a time, and so essentially Saturday we are going to play in the Woods Ball. The Woods Ball field will have all our games in there. That usually ends around 1 p.m. Jump into Hyperball. We finish the day around 6 p.m. in Hyperball, and the next morning we do semis. I mean. We finished the prelims in mounds, and then go right into semis and finals in the mounds and stay in the mounds. So we have the webcast following us from the Hyperball by transferring for the next morning for Mounds Field. So there'll be a live feed for everybody to see, high resolution, and in the Facebook page. It's just going to be there for everyone on the WCPL Facebook page. People will be able to go in there and watch games in Hyperball and Mounds. And the referee is the same crew. It just continues to shift. These are the same guys pretty much that I had, other than a few guys that couldn't make it. One of them is battling with cancer. And so, but most of the guys are the same guys, and they're fantastic. I mean, these guys, I didn't have a single complaint about them last year, being nothing biased, but you know, I handpicked these guys, and I really spent a lot of time making sure they're aware and understand the rules and all that. We have a very, very tight. I have a page that is just for them, where I communicate with them constantly, hotel information, rules, things to watch for, give some heads up, you know, and stuff like that. So the event is extremely well organized. And like you said, we sold out. I don't mean to steal the show, but we did sold out.
We're all talking. We're talking paintball, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, we sold out the event this year. with having another event in Florida just at the end of January, my prediction was that I was going to have a hard time putting together an event. And, well, the people came out and responded. And I have, in fact, I know of 2 teams that want to get in that can't get in because I kept it at 18 because I want everybody to play 9 games, 8 games, 2 divisions of 9 teams. That's 18. So next year, hopefully they'll sign up a little earlier, but 1 month in advance, selling the event out, that's really good for me. I mean, I think that's a good accomplishment.
That's
So what
great.
we're going to be doing is we're going to do the brackets here live with you, Fred and Bill.
Mhm.
We'll do the brackets. I divide the sister teams first, do a raffle for those sister teams to see which bracket they fall in. So, for example, if Master Blasters, All Americans have 2 teams, Annihilators has 2 teams. There's another one that has 2 teams. So those teams we do a raffle between the 2 All Americans, and who's going to go to bracket A, bracket B, or and then we'll do that down the line, divide the sister teams, and then we'll continue to do that. Then we start with the teams that don't have sister teams.
Right.
And Kathy says hi. Hi, Kathy. Can't wait to meet you. She's great.
Yeah, she is. She absolutely is.
So we'll
So
be
you
doing
did like,
that in 2 weeks, by the way. Hopefully, Fred, and 2 weeks from now, we can do that.
oh yeah, do it on the show. It'd be great. Actually too, Hanu, the Hall of Fame is guys are going to be coming up here in the next few weeks too, and Hanu's going to come on the show, and we're going to actually announce the Hall of Fame inductees this year on the show too. So, I
Awesome.
feel pretty privileged about this stuff. It's pretty cool, and we're going to have the stock car driver Brian Newman is going to be coming on. So he
Wow.
plays paintball. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is is we're trying to bring people from other sports that actually play paintball, and and hopefully people that like them in their sport will see them that they play paintball and want to give it a try. It's all about a building process for me. And that's how we just we keep building paintball. Just like having Shane and James on tonight. These guys are working pretty hard to build their sport. Their paintball thing. I'll call you guys legends pretty soon if you keep this up because they've been doing it for a few years. But anyhow, they're going to build up their thing there. And if they're getting 200 players, those 200 players are going to go back and say, wow, we had a great time. And maybe next time they'll get 250, 300 players. Every time these guys go to events like these guys are doing, like you're doing, Rico, and like the WCPL is doing, it brings in more people every time. And that's something we just got to keep going to build paintball. That's how it works, man. So, James, real quick. Actually, Shane. Yeah, let me jump in with you real quick here. Now, you've been part of this. You said you got out of paintball for a while and you just jumped back in. It seems to kind of be a driving thing here lately.
Yeah, after a while you play tournaments and play competitively, and you get a little burned out because you realize you're getting too hard, and you're not the nicest guy on the field as maybe you should be because you're just all about win, win, win. So I had to drop out for a while just for mental reasons because you start not having fun, it might be time to slow down.
Yeah,
So,
you've always been the teddy bear off the field.
Yeah. So only tiny, yeah. But then, start just playing big games. Excuse me. And found the fun again,
I love big games. Big games are so much fun for me. It's not even funny. So I got to say hi real quick. Rick Wilcox is watching. Rick, I mentioned you at the beginning of the show. Obviously, you weren't watching because I just see your name. Mm-hmm. But anyhow, you're on now. And I mentioned you at the beginning of the show. I want to thank you once again for what you've done to help me last weekend at the tournament up there. Rick took care of the chronograph. And man, let me tell you, that old guy hustled him in and hustled him out of there. He did his job up, down, and sideways. So that's why I have to mention Rick Wilcox, terrific guy, friend of mine for a lot of years, awful lot of years. So right on, buddy. You did a good job out there. So anyhow, Shane, you're back into it now 100% now, right?
No. I've got, in all honesty, and this is not the show, I should probably be saying this, but I play a
Good.
couple times a year. I hang out. I still talk to everybody. I see everybody online and stuff. But I grew up watching dirt track racing, and I finally made myself do it. And so I do that mostly during the summer in the good parts of the year, and then go play in the cold like Bill and I did Sunday. It's not the brightest thing, but it works.
What kind of dirt bike?
No, dirt cars. Dirt
Dirt
track
cars,
paint.
yeah.
I'm in a
gotcha.
vintage group, so it's kind of the same as a lot of paintball. It's more for fun. You're not racing for anything other than bragging rights. There's no money to be made. It's just going out there with old cars and having fun.
Oh, very cool.
So I love it. But I had a great time Sunday. Bill and I laughed like old times again playing, And it was cold, but man, your guys with the smoke bombs are killing me. I thought for sure the other side was having a gender reveal because I seen pink smoke. I'm like, what is going on over there?
I think Bill got that for half price. That was the deal.
No, mine was
Oh,
orange. Mine was orange smoke.
Right.
Yeah. Mine was the one that just kept going when everyone else's went out.
Right.
I was using 60,000 cubic foot smoke grenades.
Where were you playing at?
At Torrey's Field.
The Chili Bowl.
Chili
Yeah,
Bowl.
the Chili
yeah.
Bowl?
Yeah,
He always has it every year. It's
And
a
it was
big game.
it was chilly then, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he actually makes chili and gives it away to all the players.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
it's
was
a great time.
about 175 people, I think, is what he had.
Yeah. And it was.
Oh, wow.
Did you notice, Bill, how many little kids we had this year? There
A
was
lot.
a ton.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there was a pair of kids that set down their markers, and they got a box they got to go up to and push and hold to get the points. And so everybody was trying to get them to go, and they got run up behind a tree, and then they got scared. Well, the one kid finally ran out, pushed and held the button to change the box, and then we won. So I tried finding them afterwards to really tell them how cool it was that the kid won the game for us.
Oh, wow.
None of the adults were going to run up out in the open like that and push that box. So it was a really good time. And Torrey's Field is beautiful, and he always does a great job. So it's a good, relaxing time, those big games he has. And that's when I go out and play still. So it's not super serious.
Yeah, I love big games, but I like great tournaments too. That's why I'm looking forward to going to New York. I've already all set up already to go to Florida. That was on my bucket list. So I'm going to be very happy to check that one off. And plus, I get to meet Rico face to face. I've known the guy now. Bill and I knew each other for over a year. I had Bill on my show and never got to shake his hand, never met him face to face. Well, it's going to be the same thing with Rico now. Bill, I don't know if you've ever met Rico face to face.
I can't remember. Possibly, but I doubt it. I don't
Same
know.
way with Timmy. I don't think Tim Schloss has ever met him either, So, man, we're all going to swoop on you, Rico.
Well, let me clarify two things. We've met you and I before face to face, and we've talked.
Really? Where at?
Okay, the Alzheimer's is setting in.
You are who?
The Alzheimer's is setting in. There is footage of this. You were doing the 1995. It was the world. Jerry did the world thing on the. I think it was Lively Fields, where they put the horse, red and blue and white horse obstacles for, and there was Rage playing, and the Turtles was playing in. And the All-Americans, and it was a televised event. It was
that ESPN games, wasn't it?
ESPN?
Yeah, that was down in Florida, actually, at an orange grove.
Yes.
That they did that down there. And I was one of the announcers for ESPN on that one.
And you interviewed me there.
I did, really.
Yes.
Well, I probably didn't recognize you now because you're not young
I'm old.
anymore. Yeah. What team were you on?
No, I was actually there watching. And what I actually had an air gun designs Tom Case logo here,
Right.
And you asked me if I ever played paintball. I said I've never touched a gun, never have, and but I was an avid paintball player, and I was that's when just before I started competing myself, Oh, wait a minute, no, I was shooting paint in 1991 with the Panthers. I was playing already with them, Florida Panthers 10-man. But I wasn't competing in that event.
The Florida Panthers. Oh, man.
Yeah.
What was their captain's name?
Ed Rodriguez.
Yes.
RoboCop.
Yeah, actually, I used some of them guys. I did the Fun of Paintball with Fred Schultz. I shot down there in Florida, and I used some of those guys. Matter of fact, I think I used a lot of them guys in the video itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then when I did the ESPN show where I shot on Disney, I did a segment in the middle of that show where we popped over to the field, and that was also in Florida. And the Panthers were out there on that field. I showed people how easy it was to go out to a field and, get hooked up and go play paintball. And they were in that too. That is amazing.
And so basically, just so you know, it's a reunion.
I'll let it. Yeah, I will. It'll be good enough though. A lot of guys haven't met you yet. So you're going to probably want to wear a glove because your hand's going to get chapped.
Yeah, so that is another thing. I'm so scared of this COVID. I'm not going to lie. I catch this thing with all the 2 years of recovery that I've been through surgery. So I am going to build a Lexan clear plexiglass box. Y'all can come up and see me, but you can't touch me.
Just take saran wrap and go around your golf cart.
There you go.
I like Bill, always thinking. I love that,
The engineer.
There you go. Oh, man. Well, that is so funny that I got to meet you back then.
Yeah. There's
trip.
a video out there, right? I can find it on YouTube. And where you interview me.
That's like Steve McGuire, I've had Steve on the show. I've been on Steve's show a few times. And Steve goes, yeah, you don't remember me. He says, everybody goes, because I was a kid. That part kind of sucks. But anyhow, he goes, yeah. He goes, I met you at the first Skyball. He goes, everybody was slipping and falling because they had a turf down there. And once the paint got on it, man, it was like running on ice. It was very slippery. So anyhow, he goes, I came up to you and I asked you what kind of shoes you were wearing because you were the only guy out there not slipping. And I said, yeah, they're a pair of Reeboks or something like that. I think they were Reeboks. And so he left the tournament, ran down the street to a sports place down there, bought a pair of them, and came back and wore them the rest of the tournament. But he said that's the first time I met him too, But do I remember it? As much as I hate to say it, I probably didn't because I've met thousands, literally thousands of people. So, but anyhow, well, that's interesting. Well, we'll get to meet for the second time, and this time I'll remember you.
Yes.
Yeah. So you had an air gun design shirt on, but you didn't play paintball, you said?
No, I was playing tournament paintball, and that's why I went out there. But I was
just not at that event, though.
I wasn't at the pro level. I wasn't playing with anybody at a high rank at that time. It. I was starting to play, and then I became pro. But that was in 2003. That's when I played at the pro level with Rage.
Very cool. That's funny you mentioned the Panthers, though. My gosh. Those guys, I had a great time with them a bunch of times. Every time I go down there, we'd get together and the Panthers and go out and they'd shoot the crap out of me. That was the only bad part about it. And I don't know what kind of deal they had going, but everybody had to get a shot at me, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is. So James,
yes,
and Shane, you guys got to link up with us. I know you guys got your event. I wish that I have time to come back to do it because that would be cool as heck to go do that. I would absolutely love it. Oh yeah, I love pump. I got my original Bushmaster down here. That is nice. my original tournament gun. That is Ross Alexander built that for me, and that's what I played pros with it for years until obviously it started getting better and better, and I got into the semis and stuff like that. And then I went with this guy here. This is my old tournament gun. The old mag. But yeah, we went to a tournament. We all had pump. We went to a tournament at Lively's, the Masters down there, and Swarm showed up, and they all had the brand new. They all had the brand new mags, and let me tell you, that was an eye opener, man. They came out there and they just annihilated everybody with those semis. We're out there with the pumps, and it was like a paintball blizzard coming from the other side. So obviously they won the tournament, so it was pretty cool. But anyhow, Billy, so you've got to play alongside these guys then, huh?
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Danny good? Danny good?
At the chili, yeah, they're good.
No.
Yes, they are. Shane, tell us about the golden gun you got.
Oh no, that was the weakest link of that team. Come on, we our version of the team. We won that Shatner ball, won the gold-plated guns, and everybody's like, "You must be really good." I said, "No, the other 4 guys were great. I was just the distraction." That Bill shot me in the finals, I believe, because my fat butt.
Oh yeah, it wasn't just you.
He got in there, didn't know how to do it. I'd never been on the 50 before, but okay, well, I'm here now. Sal was cursing me because he bounced paintballs off me on my way in. He was saying things. I don't know what your rules are on language, but I can't really say it. He went full Italian on me. We were having to play our sister team for the win, so it was, and nobody was letting up.
Oh, it was bad. This is how bad it was, Fred. I shot all 4 of them out, and it was down to the 4 guys on my team against one of theirs. And who was it? Sage, or who was it? Who was the last one alive?
I think it was Sage. Yeah.
Sage killed all my guys. That was the only thing separating us from winning the golden guns.
Really?
Yeah.
But Bill shot me.
Livid. I was like, how did 4 of you lose against 1 man? I was so mad. But
Well, Bill, you probably had to shoot the 4 of us 3 or 4 times, though, is probably what happened, right?
it was a hell of a gunfight. That's all I can say.
The best part was Bill shot me and it hit the visor, and I heard it, and I'm looking, my visor's gone. What? I look around and the visor landed on the ground next to me with the paint on it, and I'm like, "Oh, son of a!" I thought I got away with something. No, not today.
It was so fun, playing with them and playing against them. It's just. Back then, because like Shane was saying, they'd go to tournaments and play against semi guys and just knock the crap out of them, and people were like, "What the hell was that?"
What were you shooting?
Well, that tournament was the one that Action Markers did, and everybody had to use Action Marker guns.
Yeah,
and that was the one that was it wasn't a copy of Bud's gun. You got one there, Bill?
Yeah.
Well, Bill is one of everything, man.
But it was very nice. So they had all the guns, so everybody shot the same gun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
you had to use that marker then when you played,
yes.
huh?
Yeah. They had 20 or 30 of them, and everybody grabbed one and went out and played. And
wow.
It was in Chicago on their Hypes field.
Yeah.
And a hyperball field, so
yeah,
that was my best thing. But honestly, I've always been the weakest link of the team. Like I said, get points. That's all I can do. Go get the flag. Because I can't shoot people, so I better do something.
But they woke a lot of people up here in Springfield, Missouri, too, because they came down and played at the Kickin' Open at the fairgrounds, and they knocked the crap out of a lot of people. And
what was the name of it?
It was
the Chicken Open, is that what you said?
Kicking paintballs.
Yeah,
okay.
It was back when Steve Alsop owned it, and he had an indoor arena, but it was too small to hold a big event. So they would rent out the fairgrounds here in Springfield and use their outdoor buildings and stuff. And it was
yeah. They've actually rented our fairgrounds a couple times and held a couple tournaments, which works out pretty good. After I did the tournament last weekend, I got an invite from a guy in Mississippi, and he sent me pictures. It's an actual arena, and it's the whole inside's dirt that they race dirt. It's a dirt track inside and all the way around like a coliseum. And he got a hold of me, and he wants to put together a paintball tournament down in there. But this thing was huge, absolutely huge. But I'm all WCPL. I'm just I was amazed that he threw the offer out, and it was an amazing sight. But I want the WCPL to work good. This is I had the tournament last weekend. Could have been better, yeah. Could have been worse, yeah. Now we're going to jump into Ricos and do Ricos, and I think as we go along, everything keeps getting better. And then I think next year, I think we should really rock and roll next year. I really, really do. And we're not trying to outdo anybody. You know, we're not trying to outdo the NXL or any other event, period. We just want to do our own thing. And, you know, people get to choose where they want to go. You know, it's just like me. I choose where I want to go, what I want to do. It's real simple. And that's what people, I believe, are going to do. And I think the WCPL is a good draw because it's just a different type of a venue, you know.
And Fred, real quick, the league, I need to also mention, I think what really I found, I was talking to Kevin today. I think what we are is an organic league. Organic, I don't know if that's the best term, but organic meaning that we're doing this for the right reasons in the sense of the motivation behind it, right? Not that any other league is doing it for the wrong reasons, right? Business is a business, and that's that. Yep. It's just that I don't think that's our motivation. There's no financial we want to break even, but we really want to provide a fantastic experience. And I think ultimately we'll get to your point. We'll do that. And one event that we cannot forget about, because it's part of our circuit, is the UK event with our
Marcus
brother
Davis.
Marcus Davis and Martin. And that's coming in August, I believe August 20th or something like that. Like that. It's on our website, playwcpl.com. For those that are interested in traveling to England and play, Marcus is the paintball guru in England. I mean, if UK Predators, if you know who they are, there you go. Enough said. So,
absolutely.
He is an amazing person, and we leave him out of the discussion because we're in U.S. and he's in England. But I just want to remind the players that after my event, you have another amazing WCPL, which is that New York event, which I plan to attend. The New York.
Oh, good. Right on.
And I'm hoping not to be limping too bad, where I can jump in, shoot a few balls and whatnot, but for fun, one game, two. Just to
how do you play wrapped in saran wrap though? I'm just curious. I'm asking a simple question.
That that is Bill. I heard he's got a couple of girlfriends that get wrapped before everything starts.
Yeah. Bill's a rapper, all right.
He's a rapper.
Candy rapper.
Yeah. I hope the wife is not listening. It's not true. It's not true.
I love it.
Anyways, the Marcus event, and then we have the Gateway event, which I want to go to as well, and Bill Bailey's event, which I'm hearing amazing things. And
Tim's field's amazing. Yeah, Tim's field's amazing.
Yeah, WCPL is going to be an amazing year. I love the support of those that are out there. Kathy Alvarez, everybody that has reached out. You know, we want you guys to do better and make sure you guys. They understand that we are an organic league, that we just want to provide great events.
We're just starting. You know, I mean, you got, Richard Wilcox, Dan Ringer, Keith Kissel, these guys, I can't even begin to tell you how these guys jumped in and gave me a hand. It was just incredible. And, a lot of the people that when I first mentioned doing this, they all go, oh man, we're in. Half of them were there when it actually came down to it, and, James Strutton and Jake Curlin, they owned the field up there. They jumped in with me and gave me a hand, and we pulled it off. I got to tell you, Rico, the 99% of the people who were there had a great time. They really did. And,
I heard that. That.
And do you expect somebody to badmouth you? Yeah, you're always going to get somebody, if I was going to say, you have to be a god to be 100% like, but even God isn't 100% like, which is sad, But
you're so right.
Yeah, I absolutely. Uh-oh, you ain't gonna believe who we got calling.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, all these old guys keep calling me up, man.
Tim Schloss.
What's going on, Timmy?
Yeah.
I'm just getting ready to have some fun down at Rico's like we had at yours.
Yeah, Tim, Tim was at the one out here, and I got to tell you, people absolutely loved you, buddy.
Well, I enjoyed them, and we had a great time. That thing was run really well. The teams were great, and I'm thinking we're going to see the same thing in Florida. We got our rooms today, and we're ready to go.
Outstanding. Yeah, I hope you got the room in the same hotel now. I hope you went to the right place.
We went to the one that he said had all the drugs and prostitutes. Isn't that the right one?
That sounds like the right
Yeah.
place.
So how much was a locker at the bus station?
Yeah, we're staying where you guys are staying.
Right on, brother. Yeah, but I was going to go in on Thursday, but Sherry goes, "Oh, let's go early." So we're going to come in on Wednesday now.
I'm driving. We're going down. I'm going to be in Florida for a month. We're going down a week ahead, and we're going to the tournament. And we're going to stay a couple of weeks just messing around.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so we're fired up, man.
Yeah, so are we. I'm looking forward to. Rico's his field looks great, and I always talk about your field. Your field is. I cannot wait for people to see that either. But did you see the mounds that Rico got set up?
I saw that picture of that, man. I can't wait. That's a pretty cool field.
And it's covered for big guys like us. I love it. Big slow guys.
Don't have to get down enough to do that. No.
Absolutely love it. And you see, I got Shane and James on here tonight. And
I remember Shane from way back when. Him and Sage. Those guys were great players. They're really good guys. I don't think I've ever met James, but
Yeah, they're doing a pump tournament up at Torrey's. I didn't even know Torrey's was in Illinois. I thought we were still in Missouri.
Go across the river, you're in Illinois.
Oh man, you could have gotten in trouble taking me across the border like that. Yeah. Oh, I guess I'm old enough. Yeah, you're right.
But we pulled it off.
Yeah, you did. You're so sneaky. Yeah.
Oh my God! But no, I'm just fired up, man. Just waiting to get down there and see everybody.
Well, people sure loved you coming out here, Tim. You were an absolute hit, just like every place that you go, pal. Yeah, people really, really were so happy to meet you.
I'm just lucky. I really just enjoy everybody, and I enjoy the game, and I really enjoy going out to dinner afterwards.
Yeah, that's an experience. I'll let it go at that.
Dinner's good.
Well, in New York, we have 60-something people at the dinner, and then we did. At California, we had 30-something people at the dinner.
Yeah, it was interesting, huh?
We're gonna start selling tickets.
Yeah, I mentioned that too.
Dinner with the band.
I absolutely love it, man.
I'll let you get back to the show. I just had to let you know I'm fired up and we're ready to come. Going down and have some fun.
Right on, Tim. Appreciate so much you calling in, buddy.
See you, man.
All right, pal. Bye-bye.
The restaurant, just so you know, Fred, the restaurant that you, Bill, and Tim, Kevin, everybody needs to go. It's right on the water. I mean, you're sitting next to the water, and the beach is next to you. And the food is fantastic. It's called Sam's Beach. They have live music, and the food is amazing. And it's 5-minute drive from the field.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got everybody the room set where you told me it's a Holiday Inn. It's 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes from your field. Not in Rockport or whatever the port was. It's the other one.
Yeah, the Port Richey. Yeah, just stay away, guys. If you're booking your hotels, first of all, that's one thing I want to point out. Please book your hotels now. They're running low.
Yeah.
And stay out of that days in our lives unless you want to be part of a crime scene in Port Richey.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anybody, the band's not staying in Port Richey. We're in what's the heck the name of it, Bill? Something
Spring Hill?
Spring Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spring Hill is right next to the field.
Yep, that's where we want to go. So, because, we're old. We get lost. Hell, I mean, we'll go down there and circle it 5-6 times before we pull in. So, well, I'll tell you what, Rico.
Yep.
Appreciate so much you coming on tonight and absolutely looking forward big time to coming down and playing your tournament, buddy. So I'm going to let you say goodbye to everybody. There's not enough I can say. I'm just so happy to come down there. Now I got all my tickets and everything. Now the part that sucks is waiting.
It's waiting.
That's the part I don't like. I like to just go down there and get it on right now. So I'll let you say goodbye to everybody, my friend.
Yeah, listen, first of all, I miss the Kiko man. He's one of my favorites on your show.
Cool.
He's always eating. fighting with himself. Love the guy, and entertaining at the very least. So, but I missed, but Kevin, I thought he would be here today. Great friend, great guy.
Yep.
Looking forward to seeing you all. Thank you for those that tuned in tonight. Soon we'll have that raffle where we do the divisions. We'll line that up, me and Fred, and appreciate you guys putting this together. Bill, Bailey, Fred, being part of this league. Your guys are amazing, and the support. And nice meeting you, Shane and James. Hopefully,
Good meeting you, buddy.
one of these days I'll be able to come up and play one of your tournaments or scenario games, and even a pump gun. That's my speed right now.
Yeah.
But
That's
all
how
out.
you do then.
Love you all. Much love. God bless, and we'll see you guys soon. Hopefully here. You're gonna love the fields. You're gonna love the facility. 100%.
I can't wait, Rico. You have a good evening, my friend. Thank you so much.
Take care.
All right, everybody, that was Mr. Rico Fernandez. His Gator paintball down there. I got to tell you, Billy, I am hot to go down there and play that field. You know what? I see he put a picture of the Mounds field out there, and I'm like, how cool is that, man?
Yeah.
I mean,
I absolutely love it.
I can't believe how excited Tim was. I never heard him get excited, but that excited when I was around.
Oh, yeah? Hell, hold a
He's
roast
into
beef
it now,
sandwich
huh?
in front of him.
Yeah.
Lion's choice.
Yeah,
yeah.
you-
Him and his
that-
boy always
put
loved
that roast
Lions
beef
food,
sandwich up there, man. You got to tell you.
Yeah.
He'll crack you up. You'll love it.
Can I get all the specifics out before we
Oh,
bullshit our
absolutely.
way past everything?
Go ahead, shoot.
So it's April 23rd and 24th, Saturday and a Sunday. Well, anybody's welcome to camp at the field too. Tori doesn't care. We got spots. A lot of people like to tent camp and everything. So you'll be able to get to the field on Friday if you're coming in. I'm taking the day off. Anybody flies in, needs a ride or something, I'm cheap. It's pretty cool. But anyway, so Saturday, it starts. It's all casual. Like I said, several groups go out. There's no set schedule on anything. Do what you like. There's some people just may sit around and do nothing. It's all good. So Saturday night, though, we will have some sort of players party, mostly just loose space. A couple of the guys, team guys, we're going to barbecue. I'll make a bunch of food. Some other people make food. And anyone coming from out of town, bring your favorite beer. We'll all throw it together, try different things. And it's just a great time. Hotels, there's one there in Columbia, Illinois, the Hampton Inn. If anybody's listening, for the love of God, do not get any hotels in Belleville, Illinois, just because they're close. It's kind of like what Rico talked about. It's like
There you go.
they're hourly motels. Let's put it that way.
I've
Is
stayed in
there
one
some-
by mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
Our
a site
Canada
that,
buddy did that.
Shane, is there a site they can get on?
Yeah, Tori's site, extremepaintballpark.com, will have that. Bill's got the Facebook event. Anyone knows me can get a hold of us. The Facebook, I made a Facebook thing that says Spring Pump Event if you can find it. And so you can ask any questions, or you can always call Tori at the field, extremepaintballpark.com.
Yep.
And we'll get the information. But it's pretty laid back. You just show up, field paint only. Everybody go out and have fun. Most of the time, groups go out, don't even need a referee because everybody referees himself. It's that kind of play.
Sounds good. Well, Shane,
Yeah.
I appreciate very much you coming on tonight.
Don't forget, Shane, on
hold tight,
Sunday,
James.
the tournament.
Yeah,
we'll
the
get to you
Sunday
right in a
tournament.
second, James.
Yeah.
All right, Shane, I appreciate very much you coming
No
on tonight,
problem.
buddy.
Thank you, Fred. I appreciate the promo.
Oh, no problem at all. Anytime, guy.
Thank you.
All right. Up to you, James. That was Mr. Shane Kinzel, by the way. Old-time paintball player. Love old-time paintball players.
Oh, yeah. I've been playing with him
One of
for
them.
seems like 20 years.
Really? Well, you don't look that old. What the hell's going on?
It's the lighting. It's
Or a lot of vitamin E, man, because I don't see any wrinkles. I don't see nothing. God,
I appreciate that.
I got duct tape that holds back my. I take it off and I'm all like this, and man, I look like I'm stuck in a bus driver door.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I got lucky in some areas, and I got enough gray hair that it's comical.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't care what color it was if I had it. But anyhow, I'm not gonna worry about that. So I'm gonna let you. We already told the site. We already know what's going on. I'm going to let you say goodbye to everybody, and I appreciate so much you coming on tonight.
Yeah.
You and Shane, you guys did great. You really, really did.
I appreciate
But I'll
it.
let you. I'm going to let you mention the entire thing one more time. how they can get a hold and what's going on.
At Spring Pump Event, SPE, Extreme Paintball Park. Find it on Facebook. Find it on Extreme's website. Just mention it on Facebook, or you can even Google it, I'm sure, and you'll find it, because let's face it, social media is everywhere. I think I might even have shared it on Instagram. It's you can't avoid it. But we're bringing it back. We've had to take that sabbatical. We just don't want this event to die, because it's a family reunion for so many people across the country, and it is one of the best times you can come out and have casual, good fun. And it's Pump. It's not that expensive.
No, yeah. One more time. The date.
April 23rd and 4th.
Now, you also said there was a tournament on Sunday.
Yes, Sunday will be the open draw tournament. If you come out, you throw your dollar in the hat, and then we'll pick your team. So you may be playing against people you don't even know, and you'll be playing against your friends. And it
Sounds like the PBSL, yeah.
It's a great time. And in previous years, you get style points. So if you dressed goofy, if you did something funky, you might get an extra point in there.
Very cool. Well, James, appreciate very much you coming on tonight, man, and telling us about it. And before the event, we'll have you guys back on again before the event, maybe a couple of weeks ahead of time, and refresh everybody's memory and just make it happen.
All right, I'll have to find some air gun jerseys or find some tiger stripe.
Yeah, you were great. No problem.
Thank you.
All right, James, you have a good evening. Thanks again for coming on.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Okay. All right, Billy. Yeah, you said they were two nice guys. You're absolutely right. They were two great guys.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You called it, man. Very good. Very good.
It was fun getting a chance to play with them. Sunday. He was out there, had other guys, old school. Seen a lot of tiger stripe, a lot of autocockers out there shooting, a lot of mags. It was pretty fun.
Very cool. Yeah, just I'm really excited now to there we go, extremepaintballpark.com. Very cool. Yep. I'm very excited now to get down there in Florida and see Rico's place, man. I've been looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to obviously Timmy's event that goes without question, but I'm looking forward to going to New York too. For some reason, I just love that going out. It's just something about it, it's like a magic. I just love it.
For me, it's that restaurant right down the hill from the hotel.
That is another thing, man. The proportions here, out here, you buy something out here, for $50. And you could hide it under a dime.
Yeah.
I asked for pasta. I got enough pasta for 4 people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, oh my God, it was terrific.
We're bringing it back to the hotel and just eating it later on that night or for breakfast. It was like there's so much.
It was unreal. Yep. So a lot of people said I'll be at Florida, New York, and St. Louis. Well, whoever it is, I cannot wait to see you. I absolutely love it. Who is it, Bill?
Yeah. Oh well, this was Bud messaged me and he just said he got back from working on a motorhome, or else he would have jumped on.
Oh, no problem.
Well, let's see, who was that?
We love Bud anyhow.
Yeah. Let's see here.
It was pretty good. Said I'll be at Florida, New York, and St. Louis. So.
Yep. Holy cow. Nope.
That is what it is.
Yep. Gosh dang.
All right, Billy. Well, speaking of, I'm going to go eat. I'm starving.
Yep.
I've got spaghetti and meatballs waiting for me, and it's like a magnet, man.
I know Ian Jake said that he'll see us at New York.
Cool.
But
yeah, I'll figure it out later.
It might have been Tom Gee. Hang on a second. Let me.
I'm looking forward to seeing Tom too.
Yeah, I think it was Tom Gee.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him too.
It was Tom Gee. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can't wait to see him again. Wish I could have made that extravaganza. Just as after that tournament, I was so beat, it was done.
Yeah, he said he'll see us in Florida, so that's going to be awesome.
That's very cool. Yep.
Our flag runner back.
Woo-hoo. Hey. All right, Billy.
All right.
Well, tell Susan I said hi, and looking forward to seeing you guys in a few weeks. And obviously, I will see you next Tuesday.
Oh yeah. Well, go enjoy some food.
I am. I'm starving today too, man. I got to tell you, I'm ready for it right now. All right, Billy, take it
All
easy,
right.
buddy.
Yep. We'll see you.
Yep. All right, everybody. I want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight. You know, I want to thank my guests. They were terrific tonight, and I want to thank everybody that watches me. I just can't thank you enough. I hope we can all work together and keep building our sport. You know, we can really, really be big, and we just got to all work together, and that's what we got to do. And I think it's coming together. I'm absolutely loving it. So, guys, one more time, I appreciate it so much. I want everybody to stay safe out there. So until next Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock Pacific time on Facebook, on Flagpole Productions, please play hard, play safe, play fair, but get out there and play paintball, guys. All right? You got to take it easy. Bye.